Hey, welcome. It's Dee Dee. I'm back. It's Friday Reads Live. This is the day where we talk about what we're reading today, Friday, this weekend, and sometimes into the following week. So, I'm going to start off by just saying if you're in the chat and you feel inclined, please come over into the comment section and tell us what you're reading. We are curious and love exchanging with everybody about what they're reading, what they're liking, what they're not liking, why or not. So I see there are three people that are waiting in the chat or watching me right now. So I'm going to get started since waiting for some people to come, and I'm going to talk about what I'm reading today and this week. Hello, Margaret. How are you? Welcome. What are you reading? So, I am continuing on with The Swans of Harlem by Karen Balby. This is a nonfiction and it discusses five black ballerinas who were the beginnings of the dance theater of Harlem. And I'm reading this with Patrice Jones. Patrice is here on YouTube as 2 Minutes on Books. And go check her out. She is the queen of nonfiction. So I enjoy reading nonfiction with Patrice. So we're still reading this one. Just reading slowly. Just reading slowly. And it's fine because I'm enjoying this one quite a lot. And of course, the second book that I'm reading is this one right here, which is Bleak House, which is our classic read along for the months of October, November, and first week of December. So I have not started yet. So this weekend I'm going to read my first, I think it's 7 chapters, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, let me not say the wrong thing. Yeah, our first, yeah, 6 chapters. So that's what I'm going to be reading this weekend. And I know some people have already started and they seem to be enjoying it. So that's all I have on deck for this weekend. Another thing that came on to my TBR is The Historian. This was from my husband's pick from the book cart. He's killing me with these long ass books now. The historian has been on my TBR for a long time, and so it's kind of interesting that he's reading my mind and put this in the cart. And this is the one picked out this month. So I'm not sure I will be able to read it this month, but I will be reading it before the end of the year. If I don't get to it this month, I'll probably push it over to November. The historian is 704 pages. So another chunker. And I looked at the two other books. I don't know what they are, but they're big. One is really big. The other one might be like this one. So I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see. All right, let's see who's in the chat. Okay. Margaret says reading a bunch, walking in the wind is going well as a buddy read. Okay, very nice. Hello, Sharon. Welcome. Welcome, Birdie. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Jenna from Cincinnati. Tracy, happy Friday. Welcome, welcome. So everybody tell me what you're reading now. Don't hold back. Hello, happy Friday, Share. So Share says, happy Friday to everyone. Just finished The House of Eve. Oh yeah, by Sadiqa Johnson this morning and plan on starting Slaughterhouse 5 by Kurt Vonnegut Jr. next. I can't remember the name of the character that got on my nerves. It was the boy that she has a relationship with. He got on my nerves. Got on my nerves bad. But I like that book. Margaret said also reading Revolt of the Elites as a buddy read. Okay. And probably New Worlds, both nonfiction, one old, one new. Okay, very nice. Bertie said, starting Bleak House today, reading assistant to the villain for book club and reading about 30 pages into the ward. Oh, you're reading the Warden, okay, of Anthony Trollope as well. Okay, so you just going head on into the classics. I need to ask you questions about Anthony Trollope. Is this your first Anthony Trollope? And if it is not, would you recommend people who are starting Anthony Trollope to start with the Warden or with another one? Let me know. Cher said, "Pretty." Oh yeah, this is from. This was a girl who was on. She was on IG back in the beginnings of IG, and she used to do. She do these bookmarks, and I have a ton of different bookmarks from her. But she's not on there anymore. She had her shop online, and then she went and did a storefront. There's a storefront now. I think it's still going somewhere in. I think it's in Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken. But that's where this comes from. Let's see. Cher said, I knew when I saw your face on the short from the husband's book bag, you were not ecstatic. It's not that I'm not ecstatic. It's just I wish I would have picked it earlier in the year because I would have smashed it immediately. But now that we're at the end of the year and I've got a bit more, like there's some heavy books, bigger books coming. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna try, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it. We're gonna see. This one is 1,000 something pages, and I have a ton of books to read this month between Read So Lit Book Club, Read So Lit Read Along, my Normandy Book Club, and finishing up some other things. If I start to read Historian, I need to finish it this month if I'm going to start it. So I'm not sure. We're gonna see. If I don't do it this month, I'm gonna definitely make a good effort for this month. Hello, Courtney. On you out the door. Okay. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by though. Tracy said finished butter honey pig bread. Love that book. It's really really good. By Francesca. Oh, no wait. Equus Equuyasi, I think is how her name is pronounced. Malola, help me now. Equuyasi, I think it is. Started Passion Tide by Monique Ruffy. That's a good one too. Passion Tide is good, but I really, really, really enjoyed Butter Honey Pig Bread. That one is really good. Let's see. Birdie says Historian was really, really, really good. I know that's what everybody says. That's what's been on my TBR. But damn, it's 704 pages. Come on now. I don't know what my husband was thinking. He wasn't thinking about the page number. He's just looking at the covers, and then he might read the back or something. Oh yeah, this looks good. Sometimes it's a book that he's already read, but he hasn't read the historian. But he just started. Yeah, he said, "Oh, that sounds good." He knows me. So yeah. Let's see. Courtney finished Weight of Blood last night. Okay, so good. Hello, Lex Speeds. How are you? Lex Speeds is in Roll of Thunder. Hear My Cry. I have not read that book yet, but I think I have a copy of it. First I'm reading it and loving it. Yeah, it's supposed to be very, very good. Hello, DL. How are you? Happy Friday. DL says hello from Black Book Bash. Sitting with Farah Roshan and Kai Alderson and Lashiri Lee. Okay. Hey y'all. How y'all doing? Let's see who we've got. Gina Vasquez says hello. Reading The Wilderness by Angela Florney. Okay, very good. Tracy said, I'm also still making my way through Revolution for Our Time, the Black Panther Party's Promise to the People by Kekla Magoon. Okay, very good. Hello, Sharon. Sharon says, I'm still reading Connie Briscoe, Chloe. I'm liking it. Well, that's all that matters. You're liking it and you're reading it. So that's good. Hello, KBLM. Welcome. What are you reading? Margaret says, "Ooh, that sounds interesting." To Tracy for spelling out. So, thanks for spelling out so I can go look it up. Okay, very good. Tracy said, "I'm gonna get to sleep soon." Hello, Latrice. How are you? Happy Friday. I guess you're not in no crazy meeting on Friday, so that's good. Birdie says it is my first. Oh, it's your first Anthony Trollope. Okay. Told to start with the Warden because I unintentionally picked up Bar Stuker Towers without realizing it was book two in the series. It's book two in the series with Warden. Oh, so I'm going to be waiting to hear what you got to say about the Warden, if you really like it or not, because I've been wanting to read Anthony Trollope, but I just don't know where to start. But it seems like everybody starts with the Warden, so I might have to do that at some point next year. Bertie said it is really short. It's less than 200 pages. Okay, yeah, I know his books are on the long side. So if you want to see if his writing works for you, I recommend it. Okay, cool. Tracy said to Margaret, welcome. It was 5 stars for me. That's great. Margaret, I think I read Barchester Towers first as well and was fine to go back. Okay, well, she already at the Warden. So, hey, Pam Pam, how are you? Happy Friday. Yes, she made it for the first time in a while. I'm so glad you came back. How are you and what are you reading? Sunshine Glory, welcome back. She said, good morning, everyone. Reading Ophi's Ghost. Okay, I don't think I know this one. By Justina Ireland. Okay, I don't really know what I don't really know what I want to read. Yeah, that happens sometimes. We do get a little bit turned down because there's just maybe too many things we want to read, or it's just a little bit, yeah, not not really sure. Mick KBLM says, I've been listening to Fearless and Free for book club. I don't recommend it. I keep falling asleep on it. Oh man, that's terrible. After reading this Josephine Baker book, I realized how much I appreciate structure. Yeah, that can happen. Hello, Amalola. Welcome. Happy Friday. What are you reading? Bertie said, "Oh my gosh, Farah Rashan is my favorite. I'm so jealous." Hello, Yolanda. Welcome. Happy Friday. Yolanda says, "Going to start East of Eden today, per your recommendation. You will not be sorry. You will not be sorry. Can't wait. Enjoy. It's a good one. That's a good book. That's a good classic." Um, Lois is reading The First Ladies. I still need to read that. Arrow of God by Chinua Achebe, and listening to Miracle Creek by Angie Kim. Why does that sound familiar? Also started Bleak House yesterday. Miracle Creek, Angie Kim. Didn't this book come out a couple of years ago? I mean, I'm not sure, but it seems familiar to me. You got a lot on your plate too, huh? I see. Pam Pam said, settling into my new job, but finding my feet now. Oh, yeah. Well, that's good. You found them. That's all that matters. He said, if you want to try a standalone, it's very chunky though. The way we live now is a 1,000 page standalone. A 1,000 page standalone of who? Of a Trollope. I might have to try that one. Wait, let me see. Where's my book? Write my notes in here. Let's see. What's it called? The way we live now. Okay. Okay. Um, People said I'm just about to start the new Dan Brown. I have it here too, but I don't think I'll be started before November though. I know plenty of people will think, Dan Brown, but I enjoy it. I enjoy them too, girl. Enjoy that Dan Brown. I know I'm gonna enjoy it when I read it. Um, Tracy said, wait, I skipped one. Hold on one second. Um, Tracy said, I'm highly recommending Butter Honey Pig Bread by Francesca Ek- Equiasi. Equiasi. It was a solid 5 stars for me. It was a solid 5 for me. I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed that book. Hello, Curtis. Welcome. Happy Friday. What are you reading? Billy, how are you? Happy Friday. Oh, wait, you changed your name. Bedwars02. Okay. Loving mean Loving Me and Mine, 899 says, Hey Dee Dee, I'm hanging in there with you for Bleak House. All right now, that's good. You're hanging in there with me, Michael and Tatiana. I'm happy. So far I love it and love the audiobook. Well, there you go. There you go. Started watching the show too. Yeah, somebody said they were gonna watch the show. I think it was Birdie said she was gonna watch the show. Pam Pam said we have a storm starting here in Scotland. Oh, so I'll be getting cozy and staying warm tonight. Oh, okay, storm coming. Well, that must be the rain that we're gonna get on Sunday. It's coming from you from Scotland, I think. I'm a little said Angie Kim wrote Happiness Falls. That was all over the place. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. That might be what it is, but I don't really know this author very well. Fierce Trekker says, Good morning. Looking forward to some Rex today. I've been in a month-long reading slump. Oh my goodness. Well, you have come to the right place. Now, in order for us to help you, you have to tell us what kind of books you use. Do you have a certain genre that you like to read? Certain authors you like to read? So pop that all down in here. And when I read it, that will probably spark some recommendations for you. Um, Margaret says Scotland, and she's got the hearts. Yeah, Scotland. Amalola said to Tracy, Honey Butter Pig Bread is so good. Yeah, it's a wonderful read. That book. Um, yeah, Pam Pam said to Margaret, yes, Scotland with the Scottish flag. Um, Tracy says, why does everyone's name look different in here? Girl, I don't. Everyone's name? No, not everyone's name looks different. Your name looks the same. Amalola just added a little bit something to her name, and Billy's name is completely different. Who else's name is no? Birdie's name is the same. Pam Pam's name is the same. Who else's name is different? Um. Okay, the way we live now is a standalone from it. Okay, we gonna try this. Maybe I'll try this one next year and see what it's like. Maybe get it. Maybe I'll try to read it on Kindle and see if I kind of like it. And if I or listen to it on audio a little bit. And if I don't, yeah, if I don't really like it, then I won't get it. But if I do, then I will. Let's see. Yeah, Bunny Honey Pig Bread. I'm fine, Billy. How are you? Let's see. I'm gonna said YouTube changed a whole bunch of people's names. Yeah, I don't get it. I think they're getting ready to try to get people to adhere to some weird thing, changing people's names and shit. I don't know. I'm over all this drama they got going on in all these countries with this, trying to get people's identities and banking and all the rest of them. I'm sick of it. Um, let's see. Bertie said Dan Brown is just a popcorn reading. Is just a popcorn reading, and I mean that in the best way possible. Yeah, I ain't mad at it. I mean, I love a good Dan Brown. I'm not sweating it. I don't care who don't like it. I love it. I'm gonna love reading it too. Um, as you said, I didn't change my name, but it definitely looks different on here. Everyone else's name too. Okay, if you say some girl, I don't know. Yolanda said the only two Dickens books I own are Tale of Two Cities and Oliver Twist. Well, I haven't read A Tale of Two Cities, but Oliver Twist is real good. Which one would you recommend since I don't own like well read Oliver Twist. It's a very good read. It's a quick read and it's not long. It's not a long read, Oliver Twist, but it's good. I really enjoyed reading Oliver Twist. I read Oliver Twist with I think I read it with Peter. We liked it, it was good. Um let's see, Margaret said, what why do they keep talking crap and making us aggravated? Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why. I mean, I don't know. It's just like I'm not liking where all that is going. Billy said, I'm not sure how my name changed here. Yeah, it's Bedwards02. I don't know what that's all about. I was like, what? I recognize your photo. That's why I said, hey. Amalula said, don't know why all these numbers are showing up. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Pam Pam said, I'm cheating by watching the beast adaptation of Bleak Houses. I did read it a years ago. Well, that's fine. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be somewhat the same. Less, yeah. Sharon said, I am what? I am something the bleak house. I don't know what that says. Oh, I will also be joining in on Bleak House. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Um, okay, who is this? Shell TM. Hey, happy Friday. Happy Friday. What you reading? Curtis said, I am currently reading Showboat. Okay. The Life of Kobe Bryant, Roland Lansby, La- Lazenby, or Lazenby, and Laws of Wrath, Eric LaSalle. Second book in the Martyr Maker series. That's a fantasy, if I'm not mistaken. Shell TM says my name is different on here for whatever reason. Social media has been bullying me lately. Girl, social media bullying everybody because why are they changing people's names? I don't get it. Um, Nick KBLM. It's Burn McCoy. I don't know, maybe. Recently read Nearly All the Men in Lagos Are Mad. I heard that one is kind of good by Demolare Ku. I loved it. It's spicy with plenty of dramatic messiness. I hear it's really good. People really like that one. The Men in Lagos are mad. Tracy said, yes, I'm a Lola. The numbers though. Hey, Rosa, how are you? Happy Friday. What are you reading? Okay, Fierce Trekker says, I'm trying to read women only this year. I'll take any genre at this point. Oh my God, you sound desperate when you say it like that. Maybe a classic with some drama or contemporary fiction. Let's see. Maybe a classic with some drama. Oh, you know who you need to read? I know you probably haven't read him. Is The Last Thing You Surrender, Leonard Pitts Jr. Read that. I'm gonna write it in the chat. Okay, I wrote it in the chat. Okay, read that one. Let me see if I can think of another one now. Um, a classic with some drama or contemporary fiction. Pam Pam said, so if anybody has any recommendations for Fierce Trekker, just drop the comments in there. The your Drop your suggestions in the comment section. Let's see. Amber said, I'm sure I remember it being a good adaptation, and Gillian Anderson was excellent in it. Okay. Oh, it's Tinley. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure because I couldn't really see the picture now. I need to find it. My glasses changed. But I don't know why her name is whatever they changed it to, which is kind of weird. I don't get that. Margaret said, great idea to Fierce Trekker. Oh, wait. Now your name is changed back. Nicole's name is normal now. I just went into my YouTube settings and changed my handle. That one was too weird. I'm glad I prefer Billy Nicole as well. Oh, Teresa. How are you? Happy Friday. You almost forgot about me, but I'm glad you didn't. You're here. You made it, girl. You're about 20 minutes late, but you made it. What you reading? Let's see. Tinley says, this is Tinley. I'm still reading Dominion. Okay, and I started reading When 40 Blooms, which is a romance. Okay, When 40 Blooms. Okay, I like that the way that sounds. How are you like Dominion? You enjoying it? Are you finding it okay, or you're not? You don't care for it? AD, how you doing? Happy Friday. What's up? What you reading? Let us know. Okay. Cher said classic with some drama Rex. Yes, the Count of Monte Cristo. Absolutely. Only thing is it's kind of long. It's long as hell. That's probably why I wouldn't suggest it, but it's damn good. It has a lot of drama in it. Rosa said, I'm finishing up A History of Burning by Janika Oza. It's excellent. Also reading The Great Man by Kyra Davis Lurie. I'm really liking it too. It's going to be a great reading weekend for me. Well, that sounds really nice. D said finish Tenderheaded and trying to decide what to read next. Okay, what you got for choices? Oh shit. Yeah, she said women only. Okay, sorry, scratch that. But if you ever want to read a man, then read that. Let me see. Um, hmm. Let me think. Let me think. I know I have some on here. Oh, why don't you try reading the one that Tracy's reading, which is called Passion Tide, which is by Monique Ruffy. That one is good. Let me see if I can think of another one that was really good. Mm, oh, The Narrows. That's another good one too. The Narrows or those are both good books. Uh, that's only I didn't finish writing. And Petrie. Um, what else? My Hand. That's a good one. Also, the it called? Um, My Brilliant Friend, the quartet. The whole thing is good. By Elena Ferrante. Those are really good too. Okay, let's see. Okay, Shell says, "Oh, and I'm also reading Down the River Unto the Sea by Walter Mosley." Okay. Shara said, "Oops, missed the woman only request." I know, I forgot that too. We are terrible. Maggie O'Farrell. Maggie O'Farrell, that's the one she wrote. I've only read one book by her. Hamnet. I didn't love that book though. It was all right. It was good, but I think it should have been called something else. Um, Teresa said, "I recommend Sula, perfect. Passing, perfect. The Street, perfect. Stay with Me, excellent. The Women of Brewster Place, good too. Sure, excellent. This Bit of Earth, all those are good. All of those are good. Can't go wrong." Tracy said to Shell, "Are you liking that one by Mosley? I finished it last month." Pam Pam said, "I'm also going to read some poetry this weekend by Lynn Penny. She writes in Scots, which is why I haven't written the title." Oh my God. Okay. All right. That's kind of cool. Margaret said, "More Positive Obsession, a biography of Octavia Butler by a Black woman author too." Okay, that one sounds good too. Billy said, "The Count of Monte Cristo is full of drama." I know, right? But she may not want to embark on that one because it is 1,000 long. But I recommend it. It's very, very good. Cher said, "Okay, classic with some drama and by a woman wreck. Their eyes were watching God." That's a good one too. Zora Neale Hurston and Country Place, exactly, by Peach. I won't work. Anything by Ann Petrie is gonna be good. It's gonna be drama, a little bit drama filled too. So you can't go wrong with Ann Petrie. London loved the Women of Brewster Place book. So good. Okay, yeah, it's good that one. Tinley said, "I'm enjoying Minions so far. It doesn't have grip yet, but the story is certainly building." Okay, all right. Because I've heard, some people say, "Oh my God, it's so predictable, it's so," and then I've heard some people say they love it. So I'm not sure. I'll be waiting to hear what you got to say. Tracy said, "The Great Man is big up. She loved it." Yolanda said, "What about The Color Purple?" Yeah, The Color Purple is excellent. It's very good too. Dee said, "Keeper of Lost Children" by Sadiqa Johnson. Okay, why not? Michelle said, "Great Rex, Teresa." Okay, so she's like in those Rex. Teresa said, "I'm reading Bleak House, The Secret of Secrets," which is Dan Brown, and Dungeon Crawler Carl. What is that? What is Dungeon Crawler Carl? What is that? And how is The Secret of Secrets? How is that? You know, is it very because what I like about Dan Brown's books is often a lot of mystery that you've got to figure out and stuff. Pam Pam said, "As soon as anyone asks for women authors, I need to mention Jamaica Kincaid." Yes, indeed. And Bernice McFadden, if you haven't read them all before. Yeah, those are all good. All good recs there. Rosa said, "Almost anything by Ann Petrie." Well, I would say anything by her because there's only The Street, Country Place, The Narrows, Miss Mural and Other Stories. There isn't anything else. All of them. I think all of them are good. Let's see. Shell said to Tracy, "I love a good who done it." So I'm really liking Down the River so far. Dee said a guardian and a thief, Megan Majumdar, I think it is. Let's see. Fierce Trucker said, yes, thank you for all the recs. I will check my library to see what they have. I think you've mentioned Passion Tide before. Yeah, I have. I'll start there. I'll start there. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Um, Tracy said Positive Obsession is written by Professor Susanna Morris. Okay. Margaret says yes, listen to it on audio version. Okay. I'm gonna listen. I like the marriage portrait. I haven't read that one by Maggie O'Farrell. But did you read Hamnet? Did you read Hamnet? Because it was kind of meh. I'm just saying. Um, Pam Pam says to Margaret, I love Maggie O'Farrell. Hamnet isn't her usual style, so I definitely recommend everyone to try another. See, it's man, okay? It's man. Um, Margaret said, sorry, jumping between lives, no problem. Shell said, I recommend anything by Diane McKinney Whetstone. And I don't know if everything by her is good, but I know definitely Tumbling is good. Leaving Cecil Street is good, and Lazaretto is good. Those are the three I read. Those three are really good for sure. I don't know about the other ones now. That's another story. Amalola said Pachinko by Min Jin Lee, Dust Child, and Mountain Sing by Nguyen Fan. I guess it's Fa K Mai. I think is what it is. Yeah, Pachinko is okay. I mean, I think I gave Pachinko 3 stars because first half of that book is excellent, but the second half is all over the place. I don't know. I didn't like the second half of that book, but I love the first half. It's brilliant first half. Rosa said, I recommend The Secret Lives of Baba Sechi's Wives. Now that's an excellent book too. Very good. The Secret Lives of Church Ladies, also good for the drama. They're both drama filled. Yeah, another one for drama is The Polygamist. The Polygamist by, oh my god, what is her name? I can't think of what her name is right now. The Polygamist. Mm, Sunyati. So good. If you want drama filled, there's nothing but drama going on in that one. Amalola said, "Oh, classics." Teresa said, "I actually want to read Monte Cristo again." Yeah, I do too, but I probably won't read it for another couple of years. But I will definitely reread it. Amalola said, What's the brief I stepped to?" Oh, we're trying to think of recommendations for someone in here who was looking for recommendations, um, books that were drama filled but by women and classics. So everybody's been dropping the big guns. Cher said to Amalolo, the mountain sing was so beautiful. I really enjoyed that one. I have to read that one. I haven't read that one yet. Teresa said the personal librarian. Yeah, that one is good. The first lady. I haven't read that one. I need to get to that one as well. Rosa said same. Teresa, I adore the count. Yeah, the count is that is some good reading. Cheryl said to Rosa, yes, if you like short stories, The Secret Lives of Church Ladies is a perfect recommendation. Teresa said Didi the Polygamist was a good one with lots of mess. I know, right? Charles Suniati don't be playing with the mess now. She brings it on. She bring it on that mess. Amala said drama equals House of Stone. More mess, but that one is a good read too. It's more on the literary fiction side, not really contemporary, but it's still really good. By Nuova Nu No Novoyo Rosa Shuma. I think it's how her name is pronounced. D said I may just finish books I started this year that are not DNF titles. Okay. Loving Me and Mine says, Didi, I forgot to tell you that I am reading The Conjuring of America too. Oh, okay, very good. Um, Tracy said, I recommend Plum Bun by Jesse Redmond Fawcett. Yeah, I recommend There Is Confusion. I really like There Is Confusion, also by Jesse Redmond Fawcett. That's a classic. It's very good. Fear Strucker said to Rosa, The Secret Lives of Church Ladies was the last book I read. Very good. It was so good. Amalola said, No, I'm not reading Hamnet. I didn't like the premise of it, and it's not that good. I'm just saying. It shouldn't even be called Hamnet. It should be called something else. Um, Pam Pam said, Oh, The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova. Great for spooky season as it's a modern tale of Dracula. Yeah, that's on my TBR list now for the rest of the year. I love the first half of it. I didn't care for the second half that much. I mean, it was all right, the second half, but the first half is beautiful the way it's written. Second half, it's almost like it's another that wrote it. Her style of writing changed and focus changed, and yeah, I don't. The second half I wasn't a fan. The first half, absolutely loved it. Um, Pam Pam said the adaptation of Pachinko is actually this is what Michael said. This is exactly what Michael said. He said the adaptation of Pachinko is actually better than the book. That's exactly what Michael said. So now that you've said it, I kind of believe it. I believe it. I'll die on that hill. You and my both going on that hill together because he swore up and down that adaptation was so much better than the and then in parentheses, I did love the book too, though. I only loved the first half. I didn't love the second half. Let's see. Melissa said to Pam Pam, "Oh, cool! I saw that's what these husbands." Yeah, yeah, that's what he chose for me, the good old historian, or should I say, that's what I chose this month. So we gonna see. Yeah, Sunyati, love her writing. Pam Pam said the historian is one I really want to reread. To Amalola. Curtis said, Dee, I finished reading The House of Deep Water earlier this week. I read it immersively as both physical and audio. The narration is what kept me engaged in the book. I gave it 4 stars. Okay, The House of Deep. Now that's the one. Is that the one that's by? Oh, I can't think of the name of the author now. Oh, I think it's the one that Tatiana was talking about. Remind me the author, because I think it's who I'm thinking of. Mila. I haven't been able to find a hard copy of The Polygamist. I don't want audio or Kindle. Oh, well, you probably could go with the audio because it's probably good audio. You aren't able to find it. It's sometimes that her her books are hard to find because her publisher is Macmillan, South Africa, and this makes sometimes the book's hard to find. But what I recommend you do if you really want a physical copy of the Polygamist, go and look on a book or one of those used book shops. You might be able to find a copy of the Polygamist. Birdie And Memoirs of a Geisha was the closest I ever got to seeing a proper adaptation to the book. Don't want to say it's better, but like even. Now I did see the adaptation of Memoirs of a Geisha, but I haven't read the book. But I thought the movie was absolutely stunning. Everything in it was just stunning. The way it was filmed and the costumes and oh my god, everything. It was just such a beautiful movie. Um, Beautiful and melancholic, but just really, really good movie. Tracy said, I agree with that adaptation of Pachinko. The book seemed like it was written by two different, see? Or the author has a split personality. Yeah. Um, Curtis said, the author is Jenny McFarlane. Now, I'm trying to think. I don't recognize that name, but okay. Jasmine says, I finished reading Lonesome Dove. Oh, now that's a good one too. And I loved it. Now I'm reading the follow up, The Streets of Laredo. Oh, that's a follow up to Lonesome Dove? I did not know. Oh, let me write that down. I did not know there was a follow up to Lonesome Dove. Wait, let's see. Wait, what is the follow up called? The Streets of Laredo. I did not know there was follow up. Okay, Trisha said, did he dungeon crawl on lit RPG apocalypse type video game? Okay, girl, I don't know nothing about that mess. Reminiscent of the Hunger Games in that it is televised. Okay, I'm reading based on several recs on IG. Okay. Margaret, oh, I haven't seen adaptation of Pachinko yet. Okay, we'll note to watch. You liked the book. Okay, that's good. I mean, I liked it. I just didn't love the second half of it. I gave it 3 stars. I liked it, you know. I just didn't love it. But Bertie said you can also try. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Pango books, if you're in the US. They have a lot of books in really good condition. Hello, Alba. Hola. How are you? Back from driving to Wreck Mother to Mother by South African author Cindy Maguna. Okay, all right. Pam said there's like 4 books, I believe, in 4 books. How did I not know this? I just thought it was that big old book, and that's it. But now you're telling me there's 3 other books in this series. I did not know it was a series. Okay, I have learned something tonight. I did not know. Teresa said to Maya, I ordered a copy off Amazon a few years ago. Bertie said, I DNF Pachinko and it made me sad. Oh dear. I wanted to like it so much. Well, the beginning is really beautiful. First half of the book is beautiful. Second half is, I don't know what happened. Just all over the place. You should give it another try. I don't know. Pam said, but you can read them out of order. Oh, I haven't read some Dove yet, so maybe I should start there. Um, Cher said to Birdie, "Same girl, same." So you did the same. You wanted to love, but you couldn't get it. Okay. Teresa said, I saw a review of Lonesome Dove recently, and it had been on my mind. I went thrifting and looked for a copy. Did you find one? Tracy said Mrs. Wiggins by Mary Monroe is crazy drama. Yeah, I think I remember people talking about that being crazy drama. Rosa said, I'm adding Lonesome Dove to my TBR now. I love it when a book ages well. Apparently it's aging very well because people are always picking up that book and talking about how much they love it. But now I did not know it was a series. That's like taking me, yeah, for a loop. I did not know. Cher said, I love Lonesome, but have not read any of the others in the series. Has anyone read them and are they as good? Yeah, and I said, that is the question here. Because I am not one to be reading a series, but if it's a good series, I'll read it. But if it's like, I'm not even gonna bother. Albert said, and House of Stone. Yes, somebody mentioned it by Novoyo Rosa Shuma from Zimbabwe. That book is fire, 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 fire. Excellent. Teresa said, I love Pachinko and it was 5 stars until then, so I dropped it to 4 stars. Yeah. Birdie said Dungeon Crawler Carl is a lot like Dungeon and Dragons game slash campaign. Okay. My other half really enjoyed it. It was not for me, but I'm going to purchase book 2 for him. Okay. Alba said, and don't forget Alyssa Cole and Attica Locke. Come on now, Attica Locke, Alyssa Cole. Anything by Attica Locke is good. I think I've read almost all of her books. Maybe 2 I haven't read. I haven't read the third one in the Highway series, and I haven't read the second one to what's it called, Blackwater Rising. I haven't read the second one to that. Uh, Jasmine says Lonesome Dove was written first, and all the other books are written around it. Okay, it's actually the third. Oh, so Lonesome Dove is the third in the series? That doesn't make sense. Wait. Lonesome Dove was written first, and all the other books are written around it. Okay, so how can it be third in the series if it was the first one written? There's something missing. But anyway, I mean, Lonesome Dove has been on my TBR. It's one of those big books that's been on my TBR for a long time, but I have not made an effort towards reading it. Pam Pam said, I think a lot of people just read Lonesome. Yeah, that's what. Well, I never heard anyone say that it was a series, so I had no idea. I just thought, yeah, it was just Lonesome Dove, and that was it. But clearly, there's more to it. Let's see. Teresa says, no, I did not find a copy of Lonesome Dove. I love when an old book ages well too. Tracy Women of Bristol Place by Gloria Neal. Yeah, that's another good one, but I haven't read that one in ages. I need to reread it. Bertie said, I'm planning on reading Lonesome Dove beginning of next year. I was also able to read Kamachi Moon because it's technically a prequel, I think. Okay. Yolanda said the other 2 Lonesome Dove books are Dead Man's Walk and Comanche Moon. Okay. Alba said another excellent read so lit book was Black Boy by Somali British author Nadifa Muhammad. Yeah, Nadifa Muhammad has definitely was she threw down in that book. It was really good. Unforgettable. Yes, it was. Um, that's the one that talks about the Italians um, colonizing Eritrea and Somalia. It's really, really good. Told through the eyes of a young boy. It's really good. Teresa said audio narrator on Dungeon Crawler Carl. That is like a major tongue twister. Dungeon Crawler Carl is doing a phenomenal job of all the characters, and I love when they turn it into a production with special sound effects. Okay, cool. Pam Pam said Lonesome Dove was written first. There are 2 prequels and a sequel. Lonesome Dove comes third chronologically. Okay, all right, that makes sense in the story timeline. Okay, so that's kind of interesting, but everybody's reading Lonesome Dove, and just not aware that there's something else connected. Okay, this is news to me. I'm a little sometimes author will write a book and then write a prequel. Yeah, so publication order could differ from chronological order. Yeah, for sure. Jen says, "How are you enjoying Bleak House so far?" I have not started yet. I'm starting tonight. So this weekend we'll be reading my 6 chapters, but I'm going in positive. I mean, I usually enjoy most Dickens novels, so I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. Let's see. But ask if there's anybody who started reading it. What do you think? Let's see. Rosa said, "I love pachinko. Part was I had no idea Korea and Japan had such beef. Oh, I knew about the beef, but yeah, yeah, that second half was not it for me." Pam Pam said, "Bleak House is brilliant." Okay, okay, girl. Amalola said to Rosa, "It's looking like Japan was a true menace in that region." Yeah. Amalola said, "Diabolical menace Japan was." Yeah. Alba says to Rosa, "Me too. Loved the book, but had to drop the TV drama." Okay, now you see, there's two people that said they loved the drama better than the book. So it's really funny how I feel like Pachinko is one of those books that people will have very strong opinions about. Tracy said, "What looks like crazy on an ordinary day." I have not read that book. I feel bad that I have not read that book by now. I think I have a copy, but I have not read it yet. So I might need to do something about that because that's an oldie but a goodie apparently. So I might need to try to tighten up on some of my oldies that are still around that I have not read, like Briscoe, Procleage, and who else? Somebody else that I have not read um, a few of their books. So um, it's like a typical thing I have to do is go back and look at some oldies on my shelf. Okay, Loving Me and Mine says Bleak House. I like it. It has funny slash quirky moments. I look forward to the rest of it. The show is pretty close to the book as well. Okay, that's interesting. Teresa said, "I read that one, Tracy, and it was good. I think it has a sequel to it. Has a sequel? I did not know about that either." See, the thing is, maybe I'm just avoiding looking to see if there's a sequel because I'm not usually good with that. Tracy said to John's second house from the corner. Okay, that's her before she started writing her new novel. So this is more like her contemporary romance, I guess you would call it. Siddiq Wilson's second home, second house from the corner. I think that's considered contemporary romance. Correct me if I'm wrong. Alba said to Loving Me and Mine, "Where can I watch the show?" Question. I'm assuming you're watching the BBC one, which is the same one that Pam Pam said she wanted to watch. I have no idea where you could watch it. Maybe you could watch it on YouTube. Have you tried to pop it in the YouTube? Because you can watch a lot of things, like classics and plays and things. If you pop them into YouTube, a lot of the times they can be there. Now, if it's not there, then you have to go look at, if you have Netflix, maybe they have it on there. If you have Amazon Prime, do they have it on there? Do you have Hulu and all those other things? You might have it on there. Or if worst comes to worst, you can put it into the Google search and you just say, watch Bleak House, and you might actually they might propose you to sell it to you for a price. Let's see. Rosa said, "I'm so mad. I went to pick up my copy of Bleak House and it still wasn't in. I'm gonna try Fnac. Then I may have to go to Oh no, you're not going to hell. Oh my God, Rose is so funny. Um, where did you order it from first time? You said you went to pick up your copy. Where did you order it from? Is it from a local bookstore? Um, okay, Loving Me and Mine says Disney Plus and Hulu. I ain't got that. I ain't got that. Pam Pam said Bleak House is quite old, so probably available a few places. Watch the version with Gillian Anderson. Okay, let me write that down. If I get a chance to watch it, I don't know if I will. Okay. Let's see. Margaret said, I'm thinking of making a video about the authors who I have more than one book for without having read any of theirs yet. Laugh out loud. Okay. There's like 10. Why not? I mean, okay. Alba says to Loving Me and Mine, okay, but I don't do Hulu. Thanks anyway. Yeah, I don't do it. If I find a place to watch it, Alba, I'll let you know. I'll drop you a line and let you know. Teresa said I only discover sequels when I look up a book on Goodreads. They always list book number. Yeah, they usually do. But doesn't the Storygraph do that too? I don't know. I haven't been paying very much attention on Storygraph, but I thought they did the same. It's my favorite feature of Goodreads that they list all the books in a series. Yeah, I think that's really good that they do that. Pam Pam said to Alba, check in your region as it's old, so might be on other places. Margaret said Fanac. Oh, happy French memories. Yeah, Fanac. I know, you know who. Rosa doesn't want to order from that shop online. That's who she doesn't want to. That's who she says is go to hell for. She doesn't want to have to order from hell. That shop online. That starts with A. Um, Alba said to Pam Pam, will do. Okay, me and says to Alba, I'm sure there's a lot of other ways to view it. Amalissa said Gillian Anderson really popped out somewhere looking like she aged backwards. Okay. Tracy said to Teresa, the sequel looks like crazy on ordinary day is I wish I had a red dress. Okay, now that's interesting. I wish I had a red dress. I'm gonna write that down. Okay. Interesting. Oh, Anybot is really good. Anybot, great. That's a really good book. Let's see. Teresa said I don't like the story graph, uh, so don't use it. Okay. A lot of people have trouble with Storygraph. I know. Tracy said, I think Storygraph does that as well now. Yeah, I thought it did, but I could be wrong because when I go on Storygraph, like the way I look at the page isn't the way I look at Goodreads. It because Goodreads were used to being on it all the time, and the Storygraph I have to get used to. Where do I click to do what I want to do? And I spend a lot of time trying to be mindful of where I'm supposed to click to do certain things. And I systematically forget. If I don't go on there every day or at least once every couple of days, I'm going to forget how to do something. Let's see. Dee said, I've been watching Black British shows. Mr. Lover Man. Yeah. I mean, I bet you that show is fire. I wish to watch that because the book is so, so good. That's another book by a woman. It's Bernardine Evaristo, Mr. Man. Excellent. A little bit of drama going on in that one too. Queenie, that ain't nothing but drama. Queenie. Dreaming Whilst Black and Small Acts. Yeah, those are all really good. Let's see. Jasmine says I also read Rebecca. Oh, Rebecca's fantastic. 5 stars. Excellent. Pam Pam said to BBC did a great version of Small Island by Andrea Levy. Rosa said, I really want to read Mr. Loverman. Yeah, you should definitely read Mr. Loverman. That one is so good. Curly Q says, super late, but hello, 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 hello. Welcome. What are you reading? Rosa said, I think it had drama. Yeah, it does have drama. Curly Q said, Dee Dee, I have no idea how to tell what edition of Dickens I have. What you mean? I got it from the library and it says Great Illustrated Classics, Titans edition. Well, there you have it. Just make sure that it's not, we don't want anything abridged now. Make sure it's unabridged. So if your book is in at least 800 pages, you got an abridged version. So the version, the edition that you have doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that it is unabridged. That's it. Cher said, my only complaint about Storygraph is that it does not allow people to leave comments on your reviews, which really suppresses its social aspect. I love all the stats. Fable has a beautiful yeah, I don't know. I've tried to do Fable, but I don't like it. I feel like Fable is really for book clubs. But if you're just on there like on your own, you're not in a book club, it's a very lonely site. It's not doesn't seem to be very like active, reactive kind of site. Like it's not like ID or anything. So I had trouble with Fable. I got rid of it. As far as the story graph, well, the story graph, I think it's it's she doesn't want it to be like that. That's why it's not like I think it's to be more like a reader's kind of site, a place where you keep your own stats and you compare your own stuff. It's not necessarily to be like social media, like speaking to people so much. And I think she's done that on purpose, maybe to differentiate from Goodreads, possibly. Rose said it took me a minute to get used to Storygraph, but I'm getting used to it. It just feels good to be away from the devil so much. Oh, Teresa said, yes, Tracy. That's it, but I can't remember if I ever read that one. Okay, D said to Pam Pam, I need to watch that one. So you see, there we go. We're all going to be looking for Bleak House in the BBC format. And then let's see. Dee said Mr. Loverman show was so good, like the book. There you go. Okay, yeah, you got a long one. So you good. You good. Girly Q's book is 830 pages, so you good. All right, Pam Pam said Lenny James has won a couple of awards here in the UK for Mr. Loverman. Very nice. Okay, so Teresa saying hello to Curly Q. Tracy says Fable is a no for me too. I didn't like it at all. It was boring. Um, Curly Q said, "Hey Teresa, I don't know. It's something. It just feels like it. If you were in one of the book clubs that's on Fable, I'm sure it's fine. But if you're not on a book club, you're just like you don't see other people's posts so easily. Um, it's just very inactive and quite lonely when you're on there. Let's see. Birdie said her signature classic is about 830 pages. Rosa said Storygraph does connect you with the people you follow, not with reviews, but it will tell you if you read a particular title. Yeah, but that's not what she's saying. She's missing. She's missing that connection that you have that you do on Goodreads, but she doesn't want it to be like that. So that's why she's done it that way. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at that aspect of it. You see that somebody read the book and they gave it a certain amount of stars. Um, yeah, that's fine. So, we are getting past 7 o'clock, and I have an Italian class in about 15 minutes. I'm gonna have to love you all and leave you, but today was great. If you came in and don't know what I'm reading, of course, I'm reading Bleak House, and I am continuing on with The Swans of Harlem by Karen Wallaby, which is a nonfiction about the beginnings of the dance theater Harlem. So that's what I'm reading today and this weekend. So that's all I have for you today. Have a excellent weekend. Thanks to Pam Pam and some of the others who have come in who haven't been around for a while. Good to see everybody back. Have a great weekend with lots of excellent reading, and I will see you all next Friday. Bye bye.